Hi, this is how I would recommend to do a squat. You could be doing this if you're a high functioning athlete or someone who's just learning how to really do balance well and get stronger in their lower body. It's the spectrum. And basically it's getting up from a chair. It's sitting down from a chair. It's exceptionally functional. It teaches you what you're going to need to be doing to bend over, grab something heavy, lift it up. It is a constant thing that we do in our lives. And so if you're doing it slightly differently than it maybe should be, you could be irritating your back, you could be irritating your knees, you could be irritating your feet or your hips, frankly. It's a very important one to do right. And so all the things I'm going to be saying to you, you have to kind of just repeat in your mind until it becomes automatic patterned behavior, okay? So it starts out where your feet are shoulder width apart. Your arms will be going down to your sides, so they're not going to be going up. People always want to do a squat where their arms are up in the air. I don't recommend that, because as soon as you bring your arms up in the air, you really start using your lower back. And if you start using your lower back, that's not the point of the exercise. The point of this exercise is to get your glutes, your butt muscles, and your quads working together at the same rate, okay? So if you're here and you're bending down and doing this, I'm arching my back. I'm sticking my back up in the air, and that's using my lower back. That's not the intention, so we're not aiming for that. In order to avoid that, the belly actually should be on a little bit. It should be kind of pulling a little bit towards your lower back. It's not hard. It's a little bit of proper stability, okay? So you're here. Your feet are shoulder width apart. Your arms are going to go down to the side. I tell people to karate chop. I don't know if that's even a right expression, but I karate chop my hip and the knee at the same time. So if you're bending your knee, you should be bending your hip. If you're bending your hip, you should be bending your knee. And if they're not both bending, they're not supposed to be going. You also remember that the nose is going forward, your butt is going back, okay? So I karate chop. So my knees, hips bend at the exact same time. My nose is going forward. My arms will be just going down perpendicular to the floor. So I karate chop, butt goes back, nose goes forward, okay? I push into the floor. I don't pull up. People pull up a lot. Don't pull up. That's using your back. And what are we trying to get? The quads and the glutes. So my butt goes back, nose goes forward, tummy is on. I push into the floor, bum quads. That pushes me back up. At the tail end of extension, I want to make sure that your hips go fully forward and your knees go fully straight. So that's the tail end of the butt and the quads. So it looks like this. Coming back down, you push into the floor. I squeeze my bum, I squeeze my legs straight. I unhinge, my nose goes forward, my bum goes back. Weight is in the heels. I push into the floor, I come up. So every time I'm only using my quads and my glutes to do the momentum going up forward. If you're using your back, you're wrong. If your knees go forward over your toes, that's wrong. If you lean more to one side or the other, that's wrong. Some people will do a little hold at the bottom, so it just kind of brings to light, am I doing the right thing? Or am I using something I'm not supposed to? Or am I trying to cheat a little way if I'm not using my belly enough? That little bit of support, the lower back is from the tummy. So then I just come back up and it's nothing on the back at all. So that's the big one. Coming out of it, people tend to pull up, push down into the floor.